name is Risa and I'm from Picard Media. Today I would like to show you a short tutorial of how to set up some basic sales tools in HubSpot. We will be looking at how to connect your email to HubSpot so no one will have to ever ask you again, when was the last time you spoke to that prospect? We will also show you how to set up a calendar tool in HubSpot. So next time you're trying to book that meeting with your prospect, he's simply able to choose whatever time he's available by looking at your calendar and matching it to his. And those emails you have to constantly send after a follow-up call or after a demo call with a prospect. We will show you how to set up a template that you can simply pull from HubSpot into your email account and send off that email and get information whether that email was opened and the links in that email were clicked when your prospects got your email. So let's get started. The first step in setting up your HubSpot sales tools is, of course, to accept the invitation you received from your admin within your organization to join HubSpot. So once you get this email, you click into it and you click Login to HubSpot. Once you have gotten into HubSpot, you need to create your address. So I'm just going to create a new address, add your regular address, of course, whatever your current address is within the company. Here I'm going to create the address I'm using to do this. Of course, I choose a password. Or I can choose to just sign in with Google. So I don't have to necessarily put this step in. I can click, if I have a Google Gmail account, just click sign in with Google and it will automatically sign me in. So let's try that option. Amazing. Now we are in HubSpot. Now this, of course, is your default view in HubSpot. The first thing you would like to do is set up your personal profiles. So let's go to Settings. And here, I would want you to set up your profile as you wish. So let's first you can add your profile image here. Of course, you want to change your name. So I would add my name. The date and number format, you can choose whatever you want. And you can also add your phone number by changing, of course, the country first that you're in and adding your phone number. And you simply click Save. If you wish to change another view for your HubSpot homepage, you can also do this. So I can come here and I can change it to show my contacts instead. So next time I open HubSpot, I will not see my dashboard. Great. The next thing I need to do is connect my emails to HubSpot. The purpose of connecting your personal email to HubSpot is for you to be able to log email communication with your prospects and also track when they've opened your email or clicked any links within your email. So let's see how we do that setup. Again, you come into HubSpot, you click Email, and you click Connect Personal Email. Whether you're using Gmail or Microsoft Office, or you have a unique account that is being managed by your IT department, you will choose the different options. In this scenario, we have Gmail, so I'm going to click on Gmail. I will click this box, turn on inbox in automation. It really helps the whole communication of logging emails into HubSpot and tracking it to be automatically done or prompted if you don't have it on. So now let's turn this on, check this box, click Connect Your Inbox, and we're just following the steps that ask us to continue. Of course, these are privacy notices or any explanations you want to understand. Feel free to read them through, but it's not completely necessary. You can just click Continue. You choose the account which you want to connect your emails to. You scroll down, you click on Allow. And amazing. Your inbox is being connected, and at this very time, it's getting ready to send a test email into HubSpot to make sure everything is done. So with 2 clicks of a button, it happens. However, you have one more step where you must download the extension, whether you have Gmail or Outlook, so you can be able to control the settings from within your Gmail inbox. So you will click Download Extension. You will choose the extension for Gmail Chrome in this case, but you can also do it for Office 365 or Outlook, desktop extension. So you click Download. It, of course, will redirect you to the Chrome store. So you click Add to Chrome. You click Add Extension. Great. It says Turn on Sync. You do this. Great. So how do you know if you're connected? You will then be redirected into your inbox. And once your inbox has begun to refresh, you will automatically see this HubSpot icon on the top of your inbox. So you click this HubSpot icon, you click Turn On. You will then see this box appear in HubSpot. Now, just to make you understand how this works, you will want to come in and click this icon and go into Log and Track settings. And you want to make sure log email is most likely turned off if you don't want to log every single email. You do want to keep track email on so you can track if your recipients of your emails are reading your emails. So it will send you a notification that says this person has opened your email. If there are emails you never want to log in the system from your personal interactions, you can feel free to either add the domains of the company or add the entire email address of that person and just click Add, okay? So you will know when your HubSpot account is connected to your emails when you see the small green dot on top of the HubSpot icon. If it is not connected, then you will find yourself having to click on settings and logging into the systems, okay? So just make sure you see this green dot, and this is how you know that the system is connected to HubSpot. So how does this work going forward? If you choose compose an email, and I'm about to send an email to someone, so let's test an email that I'm going to send, for example, right now to my other email addresses, you would notice that a bar will appear here at the bottom. So this bar is connected to HubSpot, and you would notice there's a log email here. If you tick this box and the contact whom you're sending the email to is not yet in HubSpot, this will automatically create a contact in HubSpot for the contact that received your email. So let's just write an email, a short email. And once I send this email now, if I click send, and first, just to make you aware, you do have an icon that also allows you now to decide if you want to schedule this email later. So I can click schedule send, and I can choose a different time to actually compose my emails and send it. So I can compose email, but if I choose send it tomorrow morning, it will send it tomorrow morning, or I can pick a special date and time to send that email, okay? So this is one helpful tool that this integration helps you to do. If you have a specific task that you want to add to your task list once you send an email, you can also do this from clicking on this icon, okay? In this example, we're going to send it right now so I can show you how the email is created inside of your HubSpot. So once I press send, and now I go into my email account. So now I go back into HubSpot. And I go to my contacts. And I look for Risa. You would see my email was created. And when I go to the contact record, I can see exactly the email that I sent to this contact, okay? So there's the email. And if I click on emails, I can see exactly the email I just sent to her. From it, I can see how many times she opened it, what time she opened it, and if there was a link in it, I will also see when she clicked that link in the email, okay? So this is exactly how you are able to capture information about the contact in HubSpot. If you have an existing contact in HubSpot as well, you can see them from using this tool. So for example, if I were to actually open an email from a contact and I open this side tool here, I can choose to add this contact to HubSpot if he's not yet in HubSpot, or I can choose, to see any information I want to update about him in this portal. So this is a nice side box that allows you to do some quick things in updating the contacts or information within HubSpot. Great. Next thing we would like to do in HubSpot, if we go back to settings, we would like to go back to general, go to calendar, and now we want to connect our calendar as well to HubSpot. So let's do that together. Again, we have Office 365 or Gmail, so we choose our Gmail, we follow the steps. Amazing. So now your calendar is connected, and if we go to our calendar, it will be connected. Now, let's see how does this actually work. If we go to sales and we go to meetings, we should then see a calendar link that is set up here for us because of that connection. Now, remember, the calendar in HubSpot does not show people the details of your meetings or your calendar, but it just tells people when it is you're available. So the first thing you want to make sure is that your calendar is always updated. So if, for example, generally on a Tuesday on Wednesdays between 4 to 5, you pick up the kids and you need to block off this time in your calendar, you just make sure this says busy on your time zone, and you can, let's say we have it every week. We know that this time is not available on a Wednesday, but the rest of my calendar is pretty free. So now we go into HubSpot and we edit this calendar. First thing, we want to name the calendar. So this could be like, demo meetings, for example, if this is what you generally do as a sales prep. And then you can also call this, demo meetings with the company that you work with. If you have Zoom and you have done the connection with Zoom, you can choose to add Zoom here, okay? But it requires that you integrate Zoom into HubSpot. So you have to work with your admin to do it. And then you can automatically connect Zoom to your HubSpot account, which means that whenever someone actually sends a meeting now, you could actually get the meeting with, which means when someone books a meeting with you, they will automatically get the invite with the Zoom link in it. Now, what I recommend as well, when you're doing the meetings as well, you can have like demo meeting with your company name, whatever it is. So I just want to be clear, this will be your company name. And you can have a token that actually takes the company name of the person or their first name. So you just have to click company name, and whatever company name they added to your form when they book the meeting with you will show up in the invitations in both of your calendars. On the other hand, you can choose to also add their first names. If you choose contact token, you can add first name and you can add last name. All right. So this is how you can work with it as well. If you wish to add a description, you can do so. The next thing, once you've done that, you click on save. Now you go to scheduling and you want to make sure you have a couple things set up. So the title is what will appear on the heading of your on the heading of the calendar. So you say meet with, and you can add your company name. You can choose how long the meeting should be. Most times you're probably having a 30-minute meeting with someone, so you can delete the other options. The time zone should stay within your time zone. The calendar will automatically change when you send the link to other people in different time zones. They will see your availability in their time zones. And here is where you decide when you would want to take those meetings. You have, of course, Monday to Friday, but you can choose each day separately. So let's say Mondays, you want to take them from 9 a.m. to 5, but Tuesdays, you want to have a shorter day, so you take 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then you do work again on Tuesday afternoons. So you would say from, let's say we work until 10 p.m. So we can start at 6 p.m. let's say 5:30 p.m. And then, of course, on Wednesdays, you want to work until 7:30 p.m. So these are the hours we can build, and you can add more and more as you go along. You have additional settings you can add as well. So you can put your avatar, your company avatar, or custom image, okay? So whatever you choose, it will be shown on your calendar. And then you can decide how much of your calendar you want to have seen as available. So when prospects are booking a meeting with you, they can choose this week and next week, or they can see your calendar for the next 4 weeks. I tend to put 4 weeks so they can, have some time to book. Your minimum notice time is how much time you need for people to book a meeting with you. I generally recommend that you take 1 day, because then it's easier for you to book that meeting and get time to prepare for that meeting. The buffer time is how much time you have between meetings. So generally 15 minutes is okay for you. If you want 30 minutes, it's also good. Your start time increment is how they will see your calendar availability. So if your calendar is in every hour, they'll see 12, 12:15, 12:30, 12:45, etc. Of course, the booking page language you can choose, or you can ask the visitor browser settings to reset it. So you keep it to these things, and then you click save. Now, when you go into your form, you have the ability to have these questions. If you have Sales Pro, you could then create a custom question or add another contact property, okay? But you must have Sales Professional to use this feature. You must turn on your privacy and GDPR, because you will be collecting people's information. And if you want any additional settings like pre-populating fields or auto-submit fields, you can turn those on. And then we click save. The last thing we want to look at is the confirmation email. There is a default email that will go from HubSpot when someone books a meeting with you. You cannot edit that email, but it's quite fine. It just tells you that someone booked a meeting with you, and it gives them an alert as well that they booked a meeting with you. You can set a pre-meeting reminder for generally like 1 day before. And if you need to add another reminder, you can. So if you want to make sure they remember, you can add 15 minutes before as well. So they will have reminders. You can also include the invite description in the email, in the email body as well, okay? And you click save. So now when you go back to your meetings, you see what your meeting link looks like. And when you click the link, so this is how your meeting link would look like. As you can see, you have the opportunity to add an image of yourself or the company's logo here. You can have, this is exactly the title as I said, so you can change this to something more practical, as well as you can choose, you see the availability of the times you're available. And when I click on Wednesday, for instance, you would notice the time that I blocked off from 4 to 5 does not appear in my calendar here. So this is how I know that my calendar is synced, because anything I block here will not show up in my calendar here. All right, but these are all the times people can book times with you. Okay, another feature of the meeting tool that you'd want to probably utilize is when you're creating group meeting links. So if you have Sales Pro, you have the ability to create a group meeting link or round robin. What's the difference? A group meeting link is when you need your team members to be on that same meeting with you. So you will add their calendars to that same meeting link, and then you can see when everybody's available in a specific time slot. So prospects can book meetings with all 3 of you or more if needed. Round robin is you again add your team members. So for example, if you're a sales team and you would like to be able to book whoever is available will take that next meeting, then you use your round robin to book those types of meetings. I would say that round robin is very good for actually using them, and when you go to an event or a conference, so all your sales teams are there in the booth and different people can take meetings at different times. While the group meeting links are very good when you have like a specific demo where you need your engineers or you need other team members on that call with you. So you can also add them to that sort of meeting link. Again, these features are only available in Sales Pro. If you just have regular CRM sales tools, you would only be able to create one-to-one meetings, okay? The next step I would like to show you is how to create templates. So the template tool in HubSpot is mostly really about allowing you to connect, write specific emails that you're always sending to people each time. So for example, if you're always sending out an email, you can click on new templates and from scratch, or I can take it from the template library. So let's take one from the template library. So let's say I would like to have a next step email with a prospect. You can see that I have a template here, and I will click on save to my selections and it will come to my portal. Once I click the next step email, I can edit it as I wish. Now notice I have things like the first name. How do I get this here? It's because I clicked on personalized and I looked for first name, and it shows the person's first name, and that means whenever I'm sending the email, it will actually be updated. This is the text I can put, and everything is cool, and that's how I create this template. Now, how do I use it? I will simply now go to my account, that I will now go to compose an email. And let's say I wanted to send the email to someone. So let's just say I am sending it to a prospect. So I click the prospect's name, and then I click on templates, and I just select the template, and the text will pull in and it populates her name, it populates everything, and it has everything that is coming from my signature. Again, remember, if I want to log that email, I click log and I click send. And this is how I'm able to use templates to send emails that I constantly send all of the time. This is it for us about how to set up your basic HubSpot sales tools. On our next video, we would look at the more advanced tools like sales sequences and how to really configure HubSpot so you can use it to your best advantage to close more deals and be more efficient in your workday. So thank you for joining us, and look out for part 2 soon.